What's going on, my ended army? This is James, and I'm back with another video. And today, guys, we're hopping back into ARK Survival Evolve. And today, guys, although y'all can't really tell what we're going to be doing if you haven't played ARK, I'm going to start doing how-tos and a whole series on this game on a different server. I can't really give y'all the server number, so it's going to be edited out of this video, and I can't tell y'all what server I'm on. But the map that I'm on is Aberration, and today we're going to be looking at how to farm rockdrak eggs really fast. If you bring down 1 or 2 or even more people, as long as you're rockdrak, you need to get a rockdrak to do this, though, just a heads up. Rockdrak eggs are pretty, super easy to get once you have a fucking rockdrak. But in order to do this, you're going to need a rockdrak. Doesn't matter the level, the better though, the more you can get out, the quicker you can do it, the easier you can do it. This method revolves around rendering distances, and the more people you have, the more weight you have. And the more weight you have, the more eggs you can bring out at a time. And with me and one other person, I was on a low level rockdrak when we did it, I'm now on a decent one. With me and one other person, we managed to farm a good 700-800 rockdrak eggs in less than 2 hours. And for those of y'all that don't know, that is a shitload. That is a fuck ton, actually. Right here we have, I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all what I'm doing at the moment. It's just me right now. That Reaper is one of my one of my tribe mates, and that one is mine. It's already got really good stats. And up here, I've only hatched 5 right now because I'm waiting till tomorrow to hatch the rest of them. It's kind of a weekend thing. We've got a good 700-800 eggs just at 1%. I spent the last week incubating them 50 at a time. And this is our little breeding setup that we got. It's not amazing, but it's something. We're working on making another right now along with a second base. This is what we got right now. It's pretty good. And each side, inside of all these refrigerators, there's just random eggs. And inside the last, I'd say right about to that one, exactly in the middle of my screen, we've got just rockdrak eggs and rockdrak eggs. And we've got another base with more as well. I thought I'd just show off what we have at the moment. They're all high-ass levels too, because this works on a rendering distance. As long as people leave the area, the eggs spawn back instantly. It's not like wyverns. In fact, we're gonna go and head down to the rockdrak pit, guys. And for those of y'all that don't know where I am, I'd say just watch some YouTube videos on this map. If you don't know the map good, then I'm sorry, but you gotta learn it. I can't really give y'all exact coordinates to the location I'm at because I don't have my GPS on me. And it's at our main base, and I'm not flying to our main base. Just basically, if you know how to get to the radiation zone, all you're gonna need is a rockdrak, at least 1 set of hazmat gear. I always bring 2 just in case I fuck up, but I haven't fucked up yet, so. But for those of y'all that know the general area, just follow the guidelines. It's a very simple, very efficient way of getting rockdrak eggs. So, we're gonna go and go through here. This is the Aberration map for those of y'all that do not play ARK, for those of y'all that are just watching to see what the fuck this is. It's the Aberration map on ARK Survival Evolve, and it is honestly my favorite map. Alright, we took a wrong turn, I'm sorry guys, I did not mean to come this far into the waterfall. Actually, I didn't mean to go this far into the, past the waterfall. We're not even in the radiation zone yet, but for those of y'all that don't know, when you're farming eggs, you, here we are. Alright, back at the beginning of the waterfall. I didn't do that. I was, right next to where you go. For those of y'all that don't know, when you're farming rockdrak eggs, you go into a radiation zone. It's the same with Reaper Kings when you're getting them. You need to stay, protected against the radiation. The radiation will fuck you up. Literally, it will screw you in this game. Anyways, we're gonna take the quickest way down to the rockdrak pit, and there's only 1 set of nests I go through. There's 3 sections, and each section has 3 nests. And this particular one is where we're gonna be going. I'll show y'all where it is in a minute. Just the biggest marker I can give y'all is this giant metal thing and the giant skeleton down there, which you should see directly below me as we go down. I'm gonna refill on stam real quick before we head down, just in case. I refer to this place as Bubblegum Waterfall because it looks like bubblegum. Everyone that plays ARK with me would know that. We're taking the slow way down because I don't want to crash the game. If you dive straight down, like, it will take like 5 or 6 minutes to render, and if it doesn't render, you crash and you will die. So, bubblegum water is basically toxic. If you land in it, your hazmat shit will break almost instantaneously. Your dinosaurs will take, I think it was 1,000 damage a second. I could be wrong on that. Don't hold me to that. God, I hate having to render this area. Even going down slow, you'll have a lot of rendering issues, but it's fine. If you take the pathway down, you shouldn't have any, but nobody fucking takes the pathway unless it's their first time getting eggs. But once you get your first rockdrake, it could be a level 20, it could be a level 10. This method will get you a shitload of rockdrake eggs, like, in no fucking time. Flat. Anyways, did not mean to climb that rock. That particular skeleton right there. Now here's the thing. We're going to want to hit that ledge where the skeleton is, because we're not trying to aggro any rockdrakes on the ground. Now this entire area is just filled with rockdrakes. This area will have a few occasionally, like 5 or 6, and you can take them out one by one, or you can go, you know, just do it all. But that isn't important. What's important is directly in there is our rockdrake nest, and all the rockdrakes are cloaked and right there. And there's a lot in there as well. But as long as we do this perfectly, we shouldn't have anything to worry about. So the idea is you're gonna cloak and you're gonna glide. Now there's a particular nest you're gonna be aiming for, okay? This nest, every time you leave rendering distance, should respawn an egg. It will occasionally, very, very rarely, not spawn an egg. But this particular nest right here, we're gonna go ahead and deactivate our climbing so we can get in position. Let's see what level egg we have. A 50. That is atrocious, but I will take it just for show and tell, I guess, just to prove that this method works. So here's the thing, you're gonna want to angle your rockdrake just like this, directly like this. Alright, where you're aiming directly at your exit. You're gonna hop off. You're gonna hop up to the egg. You're gonna grab it and you're gonna jump. Here's the thing, you need to aim just a little bit down because you are gonna be a little slow, but it's fine, don't worry. You may have 1 or 2 rockdrakes chase you, but it's like, if you're untamed rockdrake, 1 or 2 rockdrakes is nothing. You can take that out like it's nothing. Alright, so now that we've already gotten our first egg, and I've clearly got a level on my rockdrake that I'm going to toss into health. By the way, this is not my imprinted rockdrake. I actually just grabbed this one because I couldn't find mine. It's at the main base. So I am on a weak rockdrake compared to what I could be on. Like, my rockdrake particularly has 20,000 health and 2,000 stam, but I don't know whose this one is. It's probably a tribe rockdrake actually. It was imprinted by Merlin, I think, is how that's pronounced. I don't know. Anyways, once you get that egg, you're gonna go ahead and toss it in your rockdrake. Second set of hazmat gear doesn't matter. I'll just toss it in the rockdrake as well. And second you're ready, you just hop back. Same thing, over and over. And you can just do it over and over and over. And I'll do it a couple times here so you guys can like witness it yourself in case you're doubting this. But as you can see, another rockdrake egg has spawned. Did not mean to go into first person here. What level egg do we have? We have a 50 again. Wow. Okay. So now here's the only downside to this, guys. When you do this, what will happen is the closest rockdrake to the nest will actually continuously lay the egg. Now we'll switch back and forth because rockdrakes move around, but you'll have a constant flow of a certain level multiple times, and it will switch out occasionally. Like, for right now I'm getting 50s because the closest one's a 50, but like, I'd say 10-20 minutes of doing this, it will switch out. And the way me and my tribe mates do this is we have one person go, and then the second they get back on the wall right here, the second person jumps, and then the second they get back and land on the wall, the next person jumps, and just continuous loop-de-loop-de-loop-de-loop-de-loop. And it will just continuously spawn them. Now, there is a method that we use to get 185s and 90s where we'll kill all the rock drakes and we'll lure 190 like right above the nest. That way, like, because it also works off of the basically spawns as well. So if you murder all the rock drakes and bring a 190 close to it, the only thing you'll get is 190 eggs. So that's how we have like 10 refrigerators full of 185s and 190s back at our main base. They're all incubated too. I've spent a lot of time incubating the eggs. I haven't hatched but a few of them so far, and we have like 50 rock drakes at the base. I'm actually selling the eggs for 15 bucks a piece because that is a fair price for these things. They're rock drake eggs, and they're for high levels. It's pretty fucking good. I've seen people selling level 140s and 150s for up to 40 bucks a piece, so, and that's like just the egg. The fully grown thing is worth about 50, but nobody's gonna pay that if they're smart. That was a problem and an accident that shouldn't have happened, because now I'm probably gonna have to fight a shitload of rock drakes. Make sure you're decently good with these things. I'm good, I'm just really tired right now, so my skill with a rock drake is kind of broken at the moment. Okay, I didn't have to kill any. But see, I've already got 3 level 50 eggs, and I've only been down here for a few minutes. The 50s are atrocious, by the way, guys. I'm just going to use them to get a basilisk. But this is just a rinse and repeat process, guys. As long as you know how to do it, you should be good. And here in just a second, I'll show you all the best and quickest method to get out of the nest once you're done collecting rock drake eggs, if you want a very quick way back up to the top so that you can get out with no effort. Nothing will attack you. See, there's a 145 spawn this time. You'll get a lot of high levels, like usually, especially from this particular nest. This is the nest I always do it with, and that is a rock drake standing directly in front of me, cloaked, but still there. So that's us cloaked, by the way. Alright, so I'm gonna pick up this egg. Maybe not. Alright, so we're gonna uncloak, and we are gonna get ready to hop the fuck out of here. Anyways, once you've done this a few times, like, you can do it with a level 20 rock drake, literally, as long as you're careful. Just keep in mind that if you have multiple people doing it, like, everyone has to land up here and you take turns. You can do it with multiple nests, but if you do it with multiple nests and multiple people, sometimes the people coming in and out will keep your egg from spawning back and you'll jump for nothing. Make sure you're very careful when doing this, because you can pretty much fuck yourself if you screw up, like I almost did a minute ago. That's the first time I've actually done that. We're gonna go ahead and climb up to the surface, like I said, so I can show you guys the easiest way out of the rock drake pit. First, you're gonna do this. Basically, that's it. And then you're just gonna climb this fucking wall. At this point, no rock drakes will attack you unless they're up on that second ledge, which, you know, same thing. You just look up and you jump. Like this, watch. Hold on. Pretty simple. As long as you're smart about it, guys, like food and water, that's the only items you're gonna need, because your food and water will drain. You don't even need them if you're only going down here for a few eggs. Let me see. Basically, guys, it's really fucking simple. You just grab a few eggs, or as many as you can. You go put them up. You run back. You go put them up. You run back. You go put them up. And that nest right there that I went into, that's the second nest inside of a I'm gonna call it a little, I don't even know, but there's 3 areas with 3 nests, and that was the second nest inside of the area that I use. I don't go get rockdrake eggs in any of the other areas, guys. I don't like them. That area is my personal use. Like, I use it the most. Other people will give you different opinions on which nest is the best or whatever. But that nest all the way through, I usually get decent rockdrake eggs, decent rockdrakes in general, like level 100s and up 90% of the time. And there's a lot of 190s and 185s that usually spawn there. I know this wasn't a very good show of it, but it is true. There's a lot of 180s, 185s, 190s that spawn in that area. And like I said, as long as you rinse and repeat the process, you'll come out of there with a shitload of eggs. I only needed 1 hazmat suit, guys. But just in case, I would suggest always bringing a second one. If you don't have a rockdrake and you're trying to get your first egg, I would suggest going down there with 3 or 4 people, all on, I would say at least 130 plus crabs, because it makes the trip up easier, being able to jump instead of having to go all the way back to the blue area and up the rockdrake thing. And as long as you guys are smart about it, get your first couple eggs and get out, you should be good. Once you have your first eggs, just get them bred up and do this process. It's the quickest and easiest way to get rockdrake eggs. I know this map's been out for a while and I haven't made a tutorial on it yet. I should have, but congrats. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. If you're new to the channel, hit that. Make sure to subscribe and hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, guys. I will be making more content and more tutorials in the future, but peace out.